Good afternoon, welcome to Craven Park. It's a National League Division 2 game today. Barrow Raiders against Swinton Lions. We'll go through the teams, the Barrow team first. At number 1, making a welcome return to Barrow, is Paul Salmon. On the wings today, Jamie Marshall. And coming through a late fitness test is Shane Idabor, partnered today by Jamie Smith, and back after injury is Paul Jones. The half-back today, Tanner Manahara, and a change at number 7, in drops Andrew Henderson from the hooking position. The front row, Tau Liku, Chris Archer moving from scrum half to hooker, and Steve Jackson also back after injury. Second rows are James King and Paul Lupton, and the loose forwards is Phil Atkinson. The subs, Andy McClure, Jeff Luxon, Craig Bauer and Stuart Dancer. The Swinton Lions team, at 1, it's Wayne English. On the wings, Jason Roach and Lee Hudson. In the centres, we have Andy Cheetham and Phil Hassan. The half-back pairing is Chris Tassell and Chris Hoff. The front row, Chris Rowe, Peter Cannon, Phil Cushion. The second row, Simon Knox, Dave Ellison, and the loose forward is Rob Russell. The subs are Hugh Thorpe, Grant Berthel, Liam Owen and Craig Wingfield. The referees today is Mr Walker. The touch judges are Mr Fallon and Mr Smithies. Barrow's main sponsor is BAE Systems, shirt sponsor Abbey House Hotel, the collar sponsor Furnace Building Society, sleeve sponsor is Furnace Park, park front shirt sponsor is 3M, the match day sponsor is Wincanton Logistics, the match ball sponsor is Traveller's Choice, the grandstand sponsor is Burlington Slate. The game here preceded by a minute's silence for the late Alan Coulson, who sadly died through the week. Alan played down here a bit for Barrow after signing from Ascombe. Good all-round sportsman was Alan. Only 48 years of age. Now sympathies go to his family. Alan Coulson, one of them workaholics who would tackle all day. And it's Paul Salmon with his first touch of the ball back at Barrow. Be how much they leave him on. He's been suffering with this ankle injury. Here's Jamie Marshall. Barrow here trying to get back to winning ways. Having lost the last 3 home games, Sheffield, Salford and York respectively. Just slightly below Swinton with 3 wins apiece, both these teams. And Barrow no game last week. Swinton beat London Scholars at London. Barrow were beaten by York 27-20 the week before. Got a good team on paper of Swinton. Maybe a bit like York, just need to get this kick start, which started last week with London Scholars. Not very impressive, but they did get 2 points. Here's Simon Knox, plenty of experience in Simon Knox, and he's got through the gap. He's got 3 or 4 men with him. Here's Simon Knox again. Good tackle from Paul Salmon, but he gets the ball away. It's Manahara getting back. It's a little kick through. And it's James King back in the full-back position, picking it up. Well played by James King. Here's Tau Liku driving up the blind side. Good yards from the prop forward. Lupton. Barrow clearing the line. Archer out to Jackson. Barrow trying this new half-back pairing of Henderson and Manahara, with Archer dropping in at hooker. Simon Knox there wrapping up Chris Archer. He has a little laugh. It's a big kick up the field. Good chase by Andy Henderson and Jones. Here's Jason Roach. Another one with plenty of experience, Jason Roach. Swinton, of course, coached by ex-Barrow coach Peter Rowe, whose son out there, Chris Rowe, playing in the number 8 position. It's kicked down the field by Chris Off, and it's a good kick. Salmon has to field it. It'd have been a 40-20. It's a good chase from Chris Off, but Salmon gets away from him, gets away from another one. Which brings a round of applause. Here's Shane Idabor, picks up and scoots. Runs into Chris Rowe. And a bit too long there, holding down. The water carriers come on. Oh. Stuart Dance. He can't. They got him down as sub, he can't be subbing then. Wonder if it is Cocker. And it's a switch, it's gone to Henderson, back inside to Salmon. Salmon finds Manahara, drops Atkinson off on the inside. Barrow try to keep the ball alive. Here's Manahara running at the Swinton defence, gets the ball away to Jamie Smith now. Then this lad knows his way at the line. He's going, and I think he's got it down. He's done well to get that down, Jamie Smith. And it's Jamie Smith again. 2 tries in the last game here against York. So that's 3 on the run in 2 games. I think he also scored at Keighley last week, so coming into great form, Jamie Smith. Everybody knows that, as I was saying last time, how good of a player he is, Jamie Smith. So strong, hard to get hold of, and he knows when to run, right places to run. So 7 minutes gone, Barrow lead 4 points to 0. Coming from nothing really, it looked like they were wrapped up. Tanner Manahara slipped the ball out the back door, Jamie Smith. Said there was a big gap there and he's a strong lad, takes some stopping. Manahara converts. Barrow, of course, leading 17-4, I think it was, against York, but allowed York to come back into it and steal the 2 points at the end of the day, so need to be on the toes. Of course, as well, Barrow here brought back a couple of players who have been injured. So with the heat and everything, it may tell, and there's an early mistake there from Paul Salmon, allowing Swinton possession. Out to Wayne English. Drops the ball inside to Phil Hassan, played at Warrington, plenty of Super League experience, this lad. Peter Cannon, acting halfback, try to find a runner, wrapped up by Manahara. Going up the blind side, it's a little dummy. So Swinton try to get over this barrow line. Try to crash over now with Dave Ellison, the second row man, but Barrow holding out. Now then, Barrow a bit stretched here. They need to get across. Ooh, and he's decided to go on his own. Last tackle. It's not the best of the play of the balls. It's a long ball out to Hoff. Tried a long ball out to the wing. It's one over the top. Oh, well covered up by Jamie Smith. Nice little kick from Lee Hudson over the head of Jamie Marshall. So drop out and it'll be another set of 6 to Swinton. Manahara puts it high, straight into the hands of the second row man, Dave Ellison, who's tackled by Jones and Irabot. Simon Knox, short ball, oh, good tackle from James King. It was a nice ball again from Simon Knox. Nice tackle from Jamie Smith. Roach tried to go on his own. Strong lad, Jason Roach, taking 4 Barrow players to hold him up. Swinton moving the ball. Hoff, oh, it's gone back inside. He'd have done better moving the ball out there. Last tackle again. Peter Cannon acting out back. Coming down the blind side, tries a long ball out. It's wrapped up by Jamie Marshall. And good defence by Barrow. 12 tackles there, keeping the line intact. James King bringing it away. He's tackled by Chris Rowe. Archer at dummy half, finds Lupton. Lupton just takes it up 6 or 7 metres. Archer again, dummy half. Looking for the gap. Nearly gets under the tackle of Dave Ellison, but he's brought down. Chris Archer having a little laugh again. It's a long ball out to Jones. Back inside to Manara. Liku, who knocks it on. Simon Knox just having a word with Chris off there. I think when he turned that ball back inside, he had plenty of men over on the other side. And the referee wanting the Barrow men to stay in until the ball is out. Good tackle from Jamie Smith on Wayne English. Here's Chris Tassel. Chris Rowe. Good tackle from Archer and Jackson, bringing down Chris Rowe. Peter Cannon at dummy half gives out a long ball to the loose forward, Rob Russell. He's tackled by Lupton and Henderson. Swinton still on the attack. Here's Hoff, drops it inside to Simon Knox. Good tackle again from James King. Well, that. He's taking a quick tap over the far side of the field. And it was Barrow were caught offside. There's an excellent try-saving tackle again from James King. Shrugged off, I think it was either Paul Lupton or Jackson, and the gap opened up and King just stretched out and took Simon Knox. He'd have scored from there, this big second row man Simon Knox. He's a good player. So a chance here for Swinton, some points on the board with Chris off. And that's off the post. It's play on. It'll be another set of 6. Here's Chris off again. Drives straight. Well tackled by Archer. Cannon going down the blind side. Back inside to Tassel. Loses the ball. Well, this will be the fourth set of 6 to Swinton. Barrow again offside. I think he's asking to have another go at goal. Simon Knox, the Swinton captain, telling scrum half Chris off to have a pop at goal. As Barrow look to bring on an early substitution. It's 15 minutes gone. It's usually 20 minutes, but we're on 15. Jeff Luxon warming up. And Peter Rowe on the field. It's not like Peter, the mild-mannered he is. And he's missed that one. So Barrow wanting to get this one right up the field as far as they can and do keep Swinton in this just over this halfway line. Been defending the 20 metres for the last 4 set of 6. Manera lines it up, and he's done that. Put it up the field as far as he can. Taken by Hoff. He gives it to Phil Cushion. He's well tackled by Jamie Smith. Peter Cannon out to Chris Rowe. Peter Cannon again. Good tackle, Jamie Smith on Phil Hassan. English out to the prop forward, Phil Cushion. He's brought down by Jackson and Liku. Peter Cannon again at dummy half. Tassel, oh, nice tackle by Lupton. Forward pass. It's Chris Tassel, just took it slightly too far. Got his second row man, Dave Ellison, clattered by Lupton. So Barrow defending well. And somebody from Swinton talking out of turn. And Steve Jackson must be still slightly injured. He usually stays on a lot longer than that, Steve Jackson. But he's replaced by Jeff Luxon. So it's Lupton, drives the ball up. It's pulled down by Rob Russell. Just about 10 metres inside his own half. Here's Manahara, back inside to King. He gets it inside the Swinton half. It's about 10 minutes since Barrow have been here. Here's Archer, nice ball out to Henderson. Pulled down by Chris Tassel. Manahara out to Salmon. Salmon finds Jeff Luxon's first touch of the ball. Jamie Smith dummies one, gets away from one. Still going, Jamie Smith, not brought down yet. The linesman's waving. The linesman's saying play on. Jamie Smith threw the ball out. Jamie Smith's having a word with the linesman. It's not the linesman's fault. He's looking for his linesman. The linesman's waving play on. You can't blame the linesman. Mr. Walker decided to take that on his own back. I think the point was he shouted the tackle had been made. I think that's probably what he didn't see, that the ball had come out. English out to the wingman, Jason. No, it's not Jason Roach, sorry, it's Lee Hudson, that one, I think. Barrow playing for a knock-on, but need to get on with the game. Peter Cannon finds Simon Knox. Oh, poor ball from Simon Knox, picked up by Jamie Smith. Now then, Manahara gives it out to Marshall. Oh, and a loose pass by Jamie Marshall. And Manahara steals it. Play on, Atkinson. So Barrow still on the attack. Here's Archer going up the blind side, sees the gap. He's got it down, I think, is it? It's a try. Quick thinking by Archer. Simon Knox, the Swinton captain, having a word with Mr. Walker. He thinks that there was 2 men in on that tackle, but there was only Manahara. Jamie Marshall had thrown the ball out. He wasn't involved in the tackle. Just picked up by the Swinton player, and Manahara tackled him and took the ball off him, which was legal. So this game at the moment going a bit like the York game, where York had plenty of pressure, didn't put any points on the board. Barrow broke away and put points on the board, but as soon as York scored, Barrow seemed unable to defend, so we hope that's not going to happen again today. I think that was a bit of justice there, really, because the linesman had shouted play on, but I think Mr. Walker thought that he was tackled and must have shouted, so I think Swinton may have stopped, so we're giving the benefit of the doubt to the referee. Manahara pulls it wide. As Barrow looked like making another substitution. There's one warming up there. Wayne English restarts. Taken by Tau Liku. Good yards from Liku. Here's Lupton. It's brought to ground by Cannon. James King. Crowd not too happy there, but he's just trying to knock the ball out of the hand, which would have been a penalty. Here's Luxon. Gets the ball out to Jamie Smith. Gets it out to Marshall. Now then, he's got the full-back to beat. It's kicked over the top, straight in a touch. Well, he wasn't able to get the pass there to Jamie Smith, I don't think. He'd been cut off by the Swinton defence. Maybe if he'd been taken the tackle, he'd have gone in touch, so it was worth a chance for Jamie Marshall. But it's ball back to Swinton. Good tackle from Henderson. Here's Jason Roach driving straight. Henderson in again. The help of Lupton and Atkinson. And lost the ball. And referee seen it. Well seen there by the referee. And Barrow made a substitution. Off goes Liku. In fact, he's been sent back on for some reason. I don't know what that is. Probably one of these new rules. Maybe that's what Peter Rowe was picking up on. Good tackle from Kiss Tassel on Paul Salmon. But he's laying on. And now they've made a substitution, and it's James King who takes the ball, gets it out to Archer. Archer finds Atkinson. Jeff Luxon drives straight. He's pulled down by number 7, Chrisoff. Here's Manahara. Manahara finds Henderson. Barrow running the angles with Lupton, but good tackle from Peter Cannon, the Swinton hooker. Here's Manahara, out to Atkinson, nearly gets away. Oh, and there's a bit of trouble in back play yet. And it's King and Simon Knox, and they're having a right old ding-dong out there. Something off the ball, I think, with Simon Knox. He's not an happy chap. We'll probably go on report. I don't know whether we got it or not, I don't know. And I think it's Simon Knox and James King who are having a go. The linesman's on and maybe he's got a good view, so hopefully it might not go on report. It's Simon Knox and James King who's going to be spoken to, the two number 11s. It's a yellow card for Simon Knox. Maybe James King will go with him, taking the law into his own hands. And James King follows him as well. And they had to send them both to the bin. There were too many punches being thrown. Penalty going to Barrett. Oh, and Barrett on the attack. Here's Manahara. Finds Henderson. Just tackle, good scrambling defence. Manahara, it's an easy walk in. A quick play of the ball. And he has give it, has it? Yes, he's given the try. I wasn't sure there, but it's Manahara going in. Is it? No. So Manahara backing Henderson up. A quick play of the ball from Henderson. And Manahara just had a simple walk in from the dummy half position. Swinton there a bit 6s and 7s after that set two with their captain Simon Knox. And he's missed that one. And Simon Knox and James King having that set two down here. Obviously upsets Swinton more than it did Barrett. But the penalty was given. I think Simon Knox doing a bit of obstruction. So it's Paul Salmon, picks it up. Well, it hasn't been announced who the sub is. I've got it down as Stuart Dancer. Here's Jeff Luxon. Here's Manahara. Oh, nice little dummy, opens them up. It's a kick and chase now then. Who's got the legs here? It's going to be Marshall's got the touch. It's going to be Henderson. And it's a nice try. Andrew Henderson, lovely break from Manahara. And a lovely kick through. Phil Hassan tried to get back, but the ball bounced away from him. Marshall, I think Marshall might have just got a foot to it, just to take it out of the hands of Phil Hassan. And then it was a race for Henderson to put the ball down. So that's 2 tries in 2 minutes for Barra. And this Barra team somewhere back to near on full strength here today. I forgot to mention earlier on. Just 2 main long-term injuries out now. Dave Clark, who I can't see playing again this year. and James Stanton also injured, and I don't think he's going to take any more part this year. So Manahara trying to put this one over. He's only had 1 out of 4 up to now. He's got it this time. Stretching Barrow's lead to 20 points to 0. Swinton restart, kick deep again. Good tackle from Swinton. That's good tackling from Peter Cannon and Phil Cushion driving the sub back. Here's Lupton. And they've got a sub on, Leon Owen. Good defence again, and it's Peter Cannon and Lee Owen shoving Phil Atkinson. And we have been named now the sub as Paul Wilcox, not Stuart Dancer. It's Stuart Dancer on the paper. Good run from the standoff, Chris Tassel, but well covered up by Manahara. Swinton down the blind side again with English. Swinton here with men over. Oh no, they've got now Barrow. Looked like they had men over on the blind side. They're trying it again down that side. Oh, now then it's taken by Paul Jones. Here's Wilcox. There's been a clash of heads there, I think. Wilcox with, might be Peter Cannon. He's all right. Here's Luxon, straightens up. Tackled by Owen. Atkinson. Tackled by Peter Cannon and Phil Asant. Henderson. Out to Luxon. Straightens up. Nice ball out to Henderson. Now then, he's got the fullback to beat. Good tackle from Wayne English, though. And it was kicked by the fullback. I thought Henderson maybe have played it the wrong way. And it's Manahara, takes a quick tap, out to Lupton. Oh, lovely little dummy from Lupton. And he'll enjoy that one, going up the wing. So 24 points to 0, Barrow leading. And this is where they let York back into it in the last game, in the last 5 minutes. So they need to defend now. And a quick tap by Tanner Manahara. Finding Lupton, he showed the dummy. And Big Gap opened up and he strolled in 20 metres in from the corner flag to stretch Barrow's lead to 24 points to 0. That all coming from the lovely ball from Jeff Luxon, found Henderson, who was well tackled, I must admit, by Wayne English, the Swinton fullback, but he just tapped the ball as he played it, which resulted in a penalty to Barrow. 5 penalties to 2, I make it at the moment. It's going to be stopped by the try scorer, Paul Lupton, sorry. Wilcox takes it at the second chance. Here's Salmon trying to find the gap. Good tackle from Philisan. Here's Luxon again. Flying through the gap. Tackled by Peter Cannon. Well, Swinton laying on again. Lucky to get away with that one. Manara out to Wilcox. It's pulled down on the halfway line by Hugh Thorpe, who's on the field. Henderson back to Manahara. Kicks the ball up the field. Taken by Wayne English. Swinton a bit slow in getting back. There's a few players here walking. Swinton now getting back. Wayne English. Tackled by Archer and Atkinson. Jason Roach. Barrow well offside there. No argument. Paul Jones 2-3 yards offside. So we go into the last 5 minutes. Maybe that hasn't found. Still hasn't found. Shane Idabor gets it the second goal. So nothing going right at the moment for Swinton. They've missed them 2 earlier penalties which could have closed the gap slightly, and now they can't find touch. The captain's in the sin bin. Both of them back on now. Well, one is anyway. They've brought King back on, but I haven't seen Simon Knox return yet. Yes, he's on here now. You can see him here. And Wilcox giving the ball away. This is what I was saying. They just need to settle it down. Don't let Swinton get on this board before half time. Oh, he's lost it again. It's play on. And it's play on again. They've lost it. Tassel thrown to the ground, but he gets the ball out to Roach. He's lost the ball, but it's going to be messing about by Wilcox. So Barrow giving away these penalties here with just a couple of minutes to go. Want to keep Swinton out. They don't want them to score on half time, as they did with York. It's Cushion, takes it up within a few yards of the Barrow try line. Hoff out to Tassel. Dropped by Simon Knox. Not like Simon Knox. Sheffield beating Workington 24-0. It's probably one that Barrow would have liked to Workington to win. Sheffield, one of them in the top half with Barrow. And it's Grant Bithell who's come on for the scrum half, Chris Hoff. Henderson out to Manara, finds Luxon. Well played by Luxon, going down, chased by Philisan. Manara puts boot to ball, just puts it up the field. Picked up by English. And Andy McClure coming on into the second half, into the second row position. Been playing centre most of the season, but he's taken over from Paul Lupton. And Barrow now messing about the play of the ball. He's having a talk to Andy Henderson, the Barrow captain, just warning him. And it's Rob Russell who's taken on the kicking. And that one finds touch this time. Last couple of minutes, so can Barrow keep him out? It's probably the last set of 6 for Swinton. Simon Knox, held up by Jeff Luxon. Good cover up by Atkinson, pulling down Wayne English. Oh, and Swinton not any runners. Here's Tassel, has to go himself. Strong lad, Chris Tassel. They're just 10 metres from the Barrow try line. It's Peter Cannon. He finds the sub, Owen. Swinton going back. It's good tackling by Barrow. Rob Russell's tackle 10 metres back. It's a nice ball out and it's going to be a try. And it's Roach who gets in. And Barrow making a substitution there, bringing on Craig Bauer. I would have maybe held it off if he could have for the last few minutes, because maybe that's upset the defensive line. It's Jason Roach who's gone powering over. And saying Barrow needing to hold out. We don't want to what happened with York, because that's probably going to be 6 points now. And it's 2 points. And that's just right on half time, because the who goes as he converts that. We'll go through the first half scoring. It was 7 minutes when Barrow got the first try on the board, and it's that scoring machine. Jamie Smith, he took a ball off Tanner Manahara, seen the gap and just powered his way through to make it 4-0. Converted by Manahara, making it 6-0. Then on 19 minutes it was Chris Archer. He darted over from dummy half to make it 10-0, but too far out for Manahara to convert. But he made up for that on 7 minutes later when he went dummy half and darted over to make it 14 points to 0, but he missed the conversion again. Then 2 minutes, it was a nice break by Manahara, put the little chip in. And Jamie Marshall got another little toe poke to it, allowed the ball to bounce up, and Henderson put it down by the post to make it 18-0, converted by Manahara, 20-0. Then on 32 minutes, a quick tap taken by Manahara again. This time he found Lupton. He just did a little dummy and shimmy, and he went in about 20 metres in from the corner flag to make it 24 points to 0. Too far out for Manahara again. But then just with the half-time hooter approaching, Barrow giving away 3 silly penalties right on the stick end, allowing Swinton to get down the field, and it was that drop-off pass found Roach coming at pace when Barrow had just made a substitution. Whether that gap had been appeared because Bauer hadn't settled his selling, I'm not quite sure, but Roach just powered through a big gap to make it 24-4, converted by Rob Russell to make an half-time score of Barrow 24, Swinton 6. We hope this is not the same as the York game. As I say, they were 17 points to 4 up in that game and let it go. This time they're leading 24-6 with the win behind them, so hopefully it'll be enough to get them 2 points. At the moment, Barrow leading 24 points to 6. So here we go for the second half, and it's Barrow leading 24 points to 6. As I say, they won't want a repeat of the York game where they give up this big lead. Wind will be quite strong if they can get the ball high, I think, and put it down the field. Here's Andy McClure. James King. It's Manahara, and he does put boot to ball. Oh, when it's stopped, it's play on. Tackled by Jamie Marshall. So Barrow doing the right thing at the moment, putting the ball down the field. Barrow getting in numbers there, tackling the Swinton player. Here's Rob Russell. It's pulled down by King and Archer. Peter Cannon out to Castle. Well tackled by Andy McClure. Here's Simon Knox, straightens up, runs over Jeff Luxon, and he's injured him. And it's Wayne English kicking the ball up the field. Well taken by Jamie Marshall, needs to come inside. Gives the ball to Bauer. Good run from the Aussie fullback. Been out 6 weeks with injuries. Here's Jamie Smith, gets away from one, finds a gap on the far side. And gains about 30 metres there. Here's Jeff Luxon, back up and running strong. Gets the ball out to Archer, he finds Manahara, steps one. Andy McClure gets away from one. Wilcox out to Marshall, back inside to Smith. Gets the ball away, it's play on. Jamie Smith being forced to the touchline there. Somebody's going to the bin, it's Jamie Marshall. So Barrow down to 12 men. Referee warned them at half time that any more messing about, somebody would be going to the bin. Well, it's picked up by Henderson. Well, this time the referee looked at his linesman who waved play on, and he accepted it. So Barrow on the attack. Man short though, here's Manahara. Shows it one way, shows it another. Eventually pulled down by Peter Cannon. Henderson out to McClure. 12 metres short of the Swinton try line. Henderson out to Manahara. Nice ball out to Jones. But he's held up. Good defence from Swinton. Quick ball out. Hit a ball. There's a little knock on. I think James King, I think it was. So Workington getting on the board up at Derwent Park, 4 points, 26 points to 4 the trailing though. And it's Swinton to feed. Good tackle from Manahara on Hassan. Swinton clearing the line well there, 4 tackles. Here's Peter Cannon. He's going to be wrestled just short of the halfway line by Atkinson and Luxon. Swinton trying to get the ball along the line, but it's a good tackle from Henderson on Chris Tassel. Roach, the try scorer. He gets out to Wayne English. Last tackle. Goes back to Rob Russell, puts it up high. Well taken by Bauer. Called offside by the referee. Good kick from Manahara, takes Barrow 10 metres inside the Swinton half of field. Be James King taking the ball up. Jeff Luxon. Tackled by Cannon. Here's Manahara. Out to Henderson. Back to Jones, looking for the gap. Ooh, just held onto his shirt there, Chris Tassel. Hit a ball, finds McClure, drives straight for the line. Good tackle from Hugh Thorpe. Hit a ball, try to get down the blind side, but wrapped up by 3 Swinton players. It's the last tackle. Jones finds Henderson. Out to Manahara, chips over the top. Oh, right in the hands of James King. Well, number 5, Lee Hudson, tried to put the ball up the field. He just kicked the ball as it was coming down. I thought he was going to take it and run on and go up the field. He decided to kick it, and it goes straight into the hands of James King. And he just looks up, and there's nobody in front of him to put it down. Seen James King uptown yesterday, asked if he was fit. He said, I'm always fit. He was fit enough to take that one and have a walk in. So I think that'll put the heads down of Swinton now. They were looking for another quick try after half time. Had the advantage with Barrow being down a man, but it's Barrow who've put the points on the board. And Manahara misses again. So Swinton restart. Wayne English, it's taken by Henderson. Finds Andy McClure. Tackled by Roach. Here's Andy McClure again, finds Wilcox. Here's Atkinson, back on with the game, and Jason Roach kicked the ball on the field for some reason, holding it up. Here's Henderson. Try to find the gap, but he's well tackled by Liam Owen. Archer finds King, wrapped up by number 4, Phil Hassan. Henderson juggles, gets it the second chance. Out to Atkinson, well taken by Phil Atkinson. Coming down the blind side, little chip through. Oh, well taken by Wayne English. Shane in a ball, try to swipe the ball. Well, Jason Roach talking out of turn. Maybe a bit lucky there, but I think Shane Idabor was going for the ball. I think he pulled it out as much as it was lost. And he looked at the linesman, and it's the linesman who said that he dropped it. And Jason Rhodes needs to keep quiet, unless he's going to be in the sin bin. He's having a go at the linesman. The initial offence was a knock-on. The official offence was a knock-on given by the linesman, but Jason Roach, certainly hot under the collar at the moment, said Summit gives away one penalty and then has something else to say, gives away another one. So that's a nice kick-off. It's play on. It's taken by number 17, Craig Wingfield. Here's Jason Roach. Simon Knox, nice ball out to number 10, Phil Cushion. Chris off. Out to Rob Russell. Nice inside ball. Swinton keeping it alive. It's James King wrapping up, can't see the numbers from here. And Manahara getting in on the tackle as well. Here's Grant Bithell, finds Castle, out to Craig Wingfield. It's brought down by Wilcox and McClure, coming up the blind side. They've got men over. It's gone to ground. It's play on. And he's in. It's a loose ball. It's picked up, it's a try. And I think it's the sub, Craig Wingfield. Bit unlucky there, Barrow, because Shane Idabor was shielded from trying to get a boot to that ball, and that left the gap open. And it's Chris off, sorry, who's gone in. So 30 points to 10. There's Barrow back up to 13 men. Jamie Marshall back on the field. Not a day for kickers today. That was pulled right across the side of the post, and it looks like Barrow may be making some substitutions. And definitely making one. It looks like Paul Lupton's coming back on the field. And maybe Liku. So it's Wilcox and Atkinson have been replaced by Lupton and I thought I'd seen Liku. He's on now. Liku's come on. So Barrow putting some fresh forwards on the field. Here's Craig Wingfield, loses the ball. Well, I bet you Peter Rose over there pulling his hair out today. They've made some bad mistakes, Swinton. Henderson feeds, he finds Manahara, out to Jones. Oh, nice ball out to Jamie Smith. Good cover up by Hugh Thorpe. That tackle had to be made and Jones has gone down again. That's not looking good. Looks like a shoulder, or is it his head this time? At least it's not the leg. Here's Liku going for the line. 10 metres short. Archer trying to dart away again. He's got it down. No, knock on. Mr. Walker, well placed there, seen the knock on. Here's Knox, finds Winfield. Yeah, a little pull there from James King, can't argue with that. Definite penalty, that one. Don't think we can argue with many of his decisions, I won't think. He seems to have had a good game. He's been just. He'd pulled Barrow up a few times before half-time for laying on, giving him a warning, and the first offence after half-time he sin-bin, so it's an inside ball to Chris Tassel. He's had a good game for Swinton, Chris Tassel. And you thought not very happy with that ball from Grant Bithell. Here's Tassel, out to Wayne English. Trying to get away, number 16, Liam Owen, doing well. Raked out, he said. 2 men in the tackle. Although the crowd not very happy over there. So another set of 6 for Swinton. Can they do out here? Here's Knox, finds the loose forward Rob Russell. He's well tackled by Jeff Luxon. And Lupton, Hoff, out to Roach. Good defence from Barrow. Well, that's going to be a penalty. No doubt about it. Manahara shoved him. And now he's having another word with Endo. Well, he's saying he's spoiling the game, but he's playing it by the book. Tana Manahara shoved the man as he stood up to play the ball, and that is a penalty. So Swinton with another set of 6. Here's Simon Knox. Good tackle from Henderson. Here's Hassan. Chris off at dummy half, out to Simon Knox, straightens up. Gets the ball away. Out to Tassel. And it's a knock on. He must have lost the ball. Good positioning from Mr. Walker again. It's certainly been one of them days for Swinton. Nothing's gone right. Henderson feeds, gives it out to Bauer. Good tackle from the sub, number 14, I think it was, Hugh Thorpe. Here's Luxon. Barrow looking to get hold of this ball for a bit, not had it again for a few minutes. Giving away the silly penalties. Here's Liku, out to Manahara, well taken by King. Tackled by Hugh Thorpe. Henderson. Out to Manahara. Tries the dummy. Back to Craig Bauer. Archer. Manahara just puts the ball down the field. Oh, it's bounced away. It's a knock on. Shane Irabor putting pressure on the fullback, Wayne English. Going into the last quarter now. 60 minutes gone. 30 points to 10. If Barrow can put this game to bed now with a try and goal here. Henderson feeds. He's got away from one. Good cover up from Rob Russell, the loose forward. Here's Liku. Driving for the line, and he's got it down, I think. And Big Tau Liku goes in under the post. Taldiku, sponsored by us. Getting a superb try under the post. It's been a good forward display today by Barrow. They've been scoring tries and contained a good pack of Swintons. And Manahara converts. So I think that's game, set and match now for Barrow. Can't see Swinton coming back from that now. 36 points to 10. Well taken by Andy McClure. Here's James King, straightens up, tackled by Ellison and Chris Tassel. Archer out to Craig Bauer. Good run from the fullback, takes it over halfway. Must be wanting to give this leg a run out. Still heavily bandaged. Manahara out to Liku. Good yards again from Liku. About 10 metres inside the Swinton half. Archer has to go on his own. Nice ball out to Liku. Now then, out to Henderson. It's crossing. No doubt about it. Cross there, Henderson. Just getting mixed up slightly. So Barrow has made another substitution. Shane Idaball's gone off. Paul Salmon come on the wing just to give him some game time, I think. Here's Hassan, tackled by Lupton and Liku. Wayne English. Oh, it's gone to ground again. Now then, picked up by Jamie Smith. So Swinton having a day like Barrow usually have. Can't keep hold of the ball. Here's Luxon. It's tackled by Simon Knox. Manahara back inside to McClure. Archer down the blind side, tries to find the gap, but he's wrapped up by Winfield. Manahara again, shows it one way, out to Henderson. Nice inside ball to Bauer. Manahara, can he get it? No, basketball. And he's give offside. Barrow man in front. Oh, and that's not found touch, is it? It has now. So it's going to be a quick tap taken by Hoff. He needs to find the mark first. Now he does. Chris Hoff gives it out to Wayne English. Swinton forwards, I think they're finished now. I think Barrow say forwards done well today. Here's Phil Cushion. Steve Jackson now on the field. I can't see who he's come on for. I think it's James King, I think. Phil Hassan nearly gets through. Oh, and again another drop pass. Put some ball down today, Swinton. Looks like Liku's injured. About 15 minutes remaining. 36 points to 10. Very poor crowd here at Barrow today. You'll be lucky if there's 500. Nice contingent of Swinton supporters. Always give the travelling fans a mention. Let's say they're the ones that keep the game going. when they're going through a rough patch and they still travel away to support the team. So it's Barrow to feed. Here's Jamie Smith. Henderson out to Liku, back on his feet. Good tackle by Thorpe again. He's done well since he come on, you Thorpe. Here's Jackson. It's Thorpe again. And Dave Ellison, Archer, out to Luxon. Henderson. Oh, and it's picked out of the air by Chris Tassels from Henderson. And he's going to score. It's just a case of Manahara cutting his route off to make it a little bit of an harder kick. And it's Tassel who picks it up. I think a bit of misunderstanding there. I think the call for Paul Salmon was for Endo to put the ball along the floor with a little kick. And Salmon had set off, I think, and that's why when the ball was thrown out, Tassel took it, and it was a free run into the line, really. And he's deserved that try, Chris Tassel. He's worked hard out there, the Swinton standoff. And again, another kick missed. I don't know whether they've taken Rob Russell off, but he converted one before. So Manahara restarts. That's Phil Cushion. He's tackled by Jackson and Lupton. The help of Phil Atkinson, who's returned. I think he's come on for Jeff Luxon in the last 10 minutes. Chris off, back inside at Simon Knox. Good tackle from Lupton again. Ears off. Brought down by Archer and Liku. Just inside the Swinton half. Chris Tassel. Nice ball out to Ellison, but he's tackled. 10 metres inside the Barrow half. Good chase from Salmon. And Chris off caught there by Salmon. Here's Liku. Takes it over halfway. Manahara out to Lupton. Archer again, out to Atkinson. Here's Henderson. Still going, but wrapped up by Dave Ellison. Manahara, oh, what a pick-up, out to Jackson. 15 metres short, it's the last tackle. Manahara kicks it along the floor. Goes dead, so it's a quick tap to Swinton. And it's a good one by Lee Hudson. Oh, nice ball out to Jason Roach. Now then, it's a chase. Good cover back by Paul Jones. But a quick one to say English. Nice ball out. Barrow getting across, and it's Bauer. Jason Roach in at dummy half. Out to Hoff. Swinton not going very far at the moment. Hassan tries to straighten up. Oh, and he gets away through 3 tacklers and gets the ball down under the post. Well,